What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Coffee Talks. So get your coffee and drink with us. Alright, you guys, so today's episode we are going to be talking about...
What are we talking about today?
Oh my gosh. We're going to be talking about how we keep our relationship alive.
Stable.
You know, how we kept it going for such a long time. Because in last episode we mentioned that we've been together for 7 years.
I'm counting.
And we knew each other since 8th grade. So now that we are 1 year married and been together for 7 years.
We're about to make 1 year married.
We were just such kiddos, and honestly, I think it's time to, I guess, tell our story and how our relationship was, how we proved to a lot of people that our relationship was going to be forever, because now we got the ring.
And ever.
So,
well, you want to give them a backstory of how we met in 8th grade?
okay. Yeah, why not?
Let's try to make it short just so we don't get off topic like we've been doing along other videos.
Okay.
We noticed that, and it's just like, alright, you know.
Okay. So, going into how we met, we met in 8th grade. We were together in a algebra class, and I'm guessing it was like the last days of school, huh?
Yeah, we were not doing anything.
Because we were not doing anything, and me and my best friend at the time were writing on the board, you know, trying to be cool, and I had mentioned it to her that I had a crush on Christopher.
On moi.
Now, have in mind, you know, typical, you know, during back in the time, our, how can I say, like, our phases and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to say that he wasn't the best looking, but honestly, I never chose looks. I never chose looks. I don't even know why.
That hurts. I don't know why that hurts.
Honestly, I don't even know why I even chose you, but there was something about you that really caught my attention. So
it's the personality, guys.
But honestly, we weren't even
talking, so
we
I don't even know what she's talking
about. But I took the, how can you say, like, leap of faith or something like that?
Yeah, I guess. Took the jump. She jumped.
Yeah, I jumped the bridge to go and talk to him while he was sitting down with his friends. And he straight ignored me.
I didn't.
You ignored me. You didn't even, like, look up at me or anything. I think he thought that I was speaking to his friends or something, but he did not talk back to me. So I was just like, okay, like, all embarrassed. I walked back to my friend, and she was telling me, like, why would you choose him, and blah blah. And I was just like, oh shush, like, there's something about this kid and he's gonna be mine.
Oh God.
So that was that. From there was summer vacation. I never seen him again until high school. It was high school time, freshman year.
We went to, by the way, we went to Montebello Intermediate, and then we went to Montebello High.
Yeah, so, you know, I guess in high school, everyone who didn't speak to each other in middle school ended up speaking to each other in high school. So we just ended up becoming best friends. Unfortunately, he still didn't see me. He only saw me as a friend, but me as his best friend. I was there for him for any other situations, including girl problems. And so it took him quite some time for him to realize that I had feelings for him. Did you even, like, realize that I had feelings for you?
No, I'm a really clueless guy. Like, straight to the point. I'm clueless.
Anyways.
I don't even know what flirting is, or I don't even know when a person is flirting. And I told her straight out, like, babe, I don't even know, like, how to flirt with you. Like, I'm barely learning that. Like, I'm barely learning what it is, and it's just... But no, I did not know.
So I guess he was having problems with his last relationship, and I was there for him. it did hurt me. He was the kind of guy where, like, if his girl told him to stop talking to, like, a female, he would stop. So he stopped speaking to me. But whatever, you know. I didn't catch any hard feelings for that. Then sophomore year came, right?
Yeah.
And that's when
we gave it a go.
We gave it a try, but I guess he noticed that my feelings were sincere, and I literally, like, was trying to make a life with him now.
Damn.
But my feelings were sincere. And what did she tell me, babe? What did you end up doing to me?
Oh, I told her that I wasn't ready for a relationship. I wasn't ready to commit. And she's like, oh, okay. And
I was hurt, but honestly, I was very grateful as well because he realized that I actually liked him a lot, and he didn't want to hurt me because he was a player.
I was a little immature back then, so.
Yeah. So when he realized that was mature of you, though.
Oh, thank you.
To think about my feelings. So although it hurt me, I got friend zoned.
Yeah.
I got friend zoned.
And then what was it, on junior year?
And then by junior year,
we came back. I hit her up on Kick.
Look, this is how it happened though. Mr. over here was okay with being with other girls because after he broke up with me, was it even a breakup because we weren't even official? We were like dating.
I guess it was a breakup.
Okay, whatever. After it ended between us, not even a week later, I saw him with another girl. So I knew that. I just knew that he wasn't going to stop being how he was. It did hurt me. I had a guy best friend at the time, and he was there for me. And unfortunately, Mr. over here took his girl.
No, I didn't.
And
no, I didn't.
I guess we were both in pain, so we were just, like, you know, trying to comfort ourselves until he ended up stealing my guy best friend.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, so that's how I went. He ended up being with another girl. So I was just like, you know what? That, like, I guess it was the end for me. Like, I really liked this guy. He said he didn't want to hurt my feelings. But then yet, like, he's over here with another girl. So I tried to start dating, if you want to say. But honestly, I guess I was taking out my hurt in wanting to.
It was a rebound.
Hurt guys, and you know, I feel bad for that because I know there is a one guy that legit
liked you.
Yeah, and I feel so bad, but you know what? At the end of the day, like, we were in high school. I didn't know what I was doing. I just whatever. But anyways, Mr. over here ended up seeing me holding hands with a guy, and he got jealous and ended up, like, stopped talking to me. Like, hello, I should have stopped speaking to you the day I saw you with the girl, but instead I was mature about it, and I still wanted to continue our friendship. If I couldn't have you as my man, I at least wanted to have you as a friend. But you were so immature, and he stopped talking to me when he saw me with another guy. And so that's when he hit me up.
On Kick.
On Kick.
K-I-K.
On Kick.
That
Oh
was
my
the
god.
That was our
chatting.
Facebook, Instagram.
No, not Instagram.
No, Instagram was already there. My bad.
Like our WhatsApp.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Our WhatsApp.
Yeah, our
but
WhatsApp. I heard up like, hey stranger.
No, it's not like, yeah. No. You put hey. And then I was so confused because I was like, he's not talking to me. Did he accidentally message me? And then I put, hey. And then he put, oh, stranger danger.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck? Okay. And that's how our relationship continued on.
Yeah.
He asked me to kick it with him in lunch.
I took 3 months in the friend zone. I was 3 months in the friend zone.
That's what he at least, like, deserved for, you know, doing what you did.
But I was already, like, I guess, through my phase.
Yeah.
And I was, you know, ready, like, you know, we were already, like, what, ending junior year?
Yeah.
Yeah, junior year, and we got together at the end of junior year, and And then from there it all started.
Yeah.
7 years later.
7 years later, here we are.
1 year of almost marriage and 1 kid later. Here we are.
Yeah.
And that's our story.
That's our story, our love story, and we ended up happily ever after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But,
absolutely.
you know, not in every relationship, not everyone is perfect.
There are struggles, there are arguments, ups and downs, definitely.
Our breakups.
Before marriage, yeah.
Yeah, before marriage.
We would like take breaks, and because we were
I think
not.
There was one official breakup.
Yeah.
One official breakup, but yeah. So.
But it didn't even last a month.
It didn't, but I guess that's the topic. How do we keep a relationship alive? How do we, you know, we were such kids, so how do we keep our relationship going? I guess well, me personally, my strength was to prove that he was the one for me. Because in my father's eyes, he thought that Mr. over here just wanted to hit it and quit it and said he never did it. And just leave, you know? Like all fathers think. That guys just wants to get in their pants and then just, you know. And unfortunately...
You said, "Mom, get in my knickers."
Get in, shut up. But, I guess Christopher couldn't prove him wrong because my father, unfortunately, at the moment, is not in the picture. But we've been hiding our relationship for... We were hiding our relationship for 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
For 6 years.
6 years in the hiding from her dad. 6 years. I'm just like, dang, how the hell did we even do it?
I know.
We think that he was suspicious, but I guess we'll never know.
I think he was.
Yeah?
I think he knew. Because my dad knew that he was the love of my life. Like, I guess... To him, he thought that it was just like a
Alright, look.
capricho.
Since we said no filter, tell him what you said when he was like, it's either me or him.
Oh, when he made me choose?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was like this point where he was just like, oh, like, you just, at this point you have to choose. Is it like, but why did you say no filter?
Because we said no filter.
Like, we're just going to say everything? Or what do you mean by that?
Kinda.
Oh, well, I mean, he just put me into this situation because he ended up finding my messages of me and him. And even though I wanted to say no, he's just a friend. Like, you don't tell friends, hey, babe, I love you. So it was kind of hard to get out of that. And he told me, like, it's either him or me. And I guess I was in the right. Because I ended up choosing Christopher. Although I was only 17 at the time when I made that decision. But like I was saying, like, I knew it since 8th grade that he was going to be the one for me. There was just something about him that just really captured my soul. But I didn't think about it twice when I said I choose him. And
when she told me that, I was in shock. I was like, what? You really said that? That's kind of like a moment of like, it hit me when I go, she's for real about this. Like she really wants to make something bigger out of this. Not just a relationship, not just boyfriend and girlfriend, you know? And maybe even far beyond like marriage. It's just hard to explain it, but it hit me. That's when it hit me. I'm just like, dang, like you really are like my ride or die. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so my bad. Go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, so that was it.
Yeah, that was it. But where were you at? How we keep the relationship going?
Oh yeah.
My bad.
I know he's suspicious. Like, is that how you say it? Suspicious.
He was suspicious.
He was suspicious. About it because he would have conversations with my mom, and my mom knew. My mom met him. My mom liked him, and my mom would help me go out with Christopher.
Everyone would help her. Like
yeah,
her
like
uncle,
my uncle,
her aunt.
Yeah.
You know, her mom. It was just him.
It was just him, the one that's being super overprotected, which I totally understand. You know, because some guys
do have the wrong intentions.
Yeah, but and he's a Scorpio, so you already know how they are. But yeah, so we were hiding for 6 years, and I knew he knew because he would make comments, and like I said, my dad knew that he was the love of my life. Why did he keep us apart? If it was just because he was scared that we were going to be intimate, that I was gonna get pregnant, become a teen mom, like
he wasn't wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
or drop out like a school because of him. He was totally wrong. Because look at where we're at, you know. But yeah, 6 years in hiding, and it was tough. It was really hard because, you know, typical couples in high school, they'd go out to AMC to go to the movies, or they'd go to, like, if you live in Montebello area, Snowopolis, to eat ice creams or s'mores, or
just to the mall.
Or just to the mall, or do something, you know, and I wasn't allowed to go out with him. We had to be hiding. We had to, you know, I had to lie to go out with him, at least to go eat some freaking chili cheese fries or something. Like, our relationship, we had to do it based on lies, based on hiding.
But you know what? I guess that's where the whole, like, oh, how did you guys keep the relationship, you know, stable? I guess that's where it comes in, where, like, in a way, kind of like hiding it, like, gave it a thrill.
It was fun, huh?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
I guess that's what helped us, like, doing something that we know we're not supposed to be doing, but we did it anyway. And it was the thrill of, like, oh my God, like, we could get caught, you know? And we did have multiple occasions where we almost did get caught. Like, he would randomly find her, and he would pull up, like, on his navigator. Yeah, it was a van. He would pull up and be like, oh my God, your dad is here.
Yeah, and it even came to the point where even my friends, our group of friends, knew my freaking car, and they'd be like, hey, like, I think your dad is here. I'd be like, oh my God. But yeah, my dad was the ones that would come early just to see if he'd see me walking with him.
But I guess he never liked me, and there was some times where he would see me, but he never confronted me. Like, he never came to me and, like, told me, like, oh, like, stay away from my daughter type of thing. And I don't even know why I said that, but I just wanted to say it.
I mean, the truth came out.
Yeah, the truth came out.
I don't know. It's just our relationship was.
But it was a thrill, definitely.
I guess it's just that kept us going for 6 years. But like I said, there was multiple times where, like, he was kind of tired of hiding. He just wanted to go out with me, like how he'd say regular couples. But it was hard. It was hard. It was either you stick with me through this, this secret of our relationship, or, you know, we just end here because it's not going to be possible. We are not going to be able to be a regular couple. Even past my 18, huh?
Yeah, past the 18.
Even
almost close to the 21.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
Even while she was working and had her own car, she couldn't.
I just couldn't. I don't know, like I'm telling you guys, he was just didn't want me to end up getting pregnant. And I don't know, like, I don't want to make my dad sound bad at all, because
the guy had the right intentions. He was just doing it
the wrong way.
The wrong way.
Because, like, dang, like, even up to, like, 21 years, I was so hiding.
No, yeah, definitely.
Like, in college, we went to the same college, obviously, and he caught us once, right?
Yeah, once.
Because I used to take the bus, and my dad was the truck driver, so he didn't have a schedule of what time he'd go in, what time he'd come out. And that day, we were walking together to the bus stop, and he caught us.
Yeah. And he just said, like, oh, Jennifer, like,
get in
the car.
Like,
and he didn't tell me anything. He just left, and I was like, oh. I even said it in front of him, like, oh, I'll text you later. And that was it.
And we left.
But we're getting off topic.
Oh yeah, we're getting off topic. I'm so sorry. But from there, like I said, our relationship has our ups and downs. I guess my strength was to prove to his family now that we are just not a typical, like, oh, it's just a kid's relationship. They're not gonna last, because that's what your parents thought, huh?
Yeah, that's what my mom thought. My dad wasn't really like into my life.
Yeah.
But my mom was like, oh, like I guess like when she would come over, like when I would tell her, mom, can I invite her to the party? She'd be like, no, para qué? Mainly she did it because my sister. Because she's like, oh, I don't want your sister to get used to a person, and then all of a sudden you tell them, oh, like you're not gonna be seeing them ever again, you know? Oh, my bad. And that was her thing. And yeah, she also did say like, oh, like it's just a phase, like you guys are not gonna last.
Yeah.
But oh, my bad. Continue.
But yeah, that was my strength. Like, it really did get to me when I couldn't be coming to family stuff because that's what they thought, you know? But I respected that. And then the year came and still nothing, huh?
No.
And then the 2 years came and someone like, oh, well, she already got invited to last party. Like, she can't come to this one. And then 3 years, and then that's when.
Yeah, I guess after 3, like that's when she started accepting her and asking for her and being like, oh, and why aren't you inviting her? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my family started looking for her actually. Because, it was a long time already.
But it was hard. Even if I wanted to go, like, I couldn't. I couldn't. My parents were so strict about me going to parties. And parties, like, they can say party starting at 5. But no one's arriving at 5. Like, you know what I mean? But my parents were just like, well, the party starts at 5, and I'd be the first one to get there. They were still setting up tables. The food was half ready. And by the time that everyone started coming, I had to leave. Because my curfew was like 8. And everyone was arriving at 7 and 8. And so I had to leave.
Yeah.
So I sometimes even found no point in going to the parties because I knew I wasn't going to last that long. And I had to lie. I had to say that it's my friend Rachel, which is his cousin, that I'm going to her party. But my dad ended up suspicion that it was his. It was his family's parties, but he didn't really have proof.
I guess in a way. To prove himself.
But yeah, so that's our little backstory and how our relationship went. We went hiding it for 6 years. Now that he's not in the picture, we got our mom's blessing to, continue on the relationship and being a regular couple. Next thing you know, like, not even like, how can I say, okay, so my dad left in June, September, October, like in 4 months after getting the blessing to be like a regular couple, we ended up getting pregnant. We ended up getting pregnant.
Yeah. 4 months. That's all it took.
4 months. We had our liberty. We were going out, and I had just gotten a new car, and we just like spent 4 months just like together living the best lives, and then next thing you know, I get pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying that it was like a mistake, but
I don't know. I just feel like that's just part of our.
It had to happen.
Yeah. Because you guys, like I said, he was a surprise. We took care of ourselves. When we know that there's a slip up, the plan B is always involved. And the plan B was involved.
It was. Literally, and he was like, plan C, homie, I'm coming out.
Yeah. So. But you know what? I always like find it weird how all throughout those years, like, why didn't it happen?
Yeah, why did it have to happen now?
Yeah,
So,
like, why didn't it happen when my dad was here?
I don't know. It was pretty weird, but he was definitely surprised. But we already spoke about that.
Yeah.
First in topic.
Sorry. But okay. So what can you say that kept our relationship alive throughout the hiding? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of couples that are going through the same thing, that they have to hide their relationship because parents don't approve your partner.
But it sucks. It sucks how some parents don't approve, because at the end of the day, your parents already lived their lives. Your parents are going to be, unfortunately, like, you know, the course of life, like, your parents will be the first ones gone, if you know what I mean. Or, like, at the end of the day, you're going to leave the house, and it's just going to be you. You know, so obviously you're going to need a partner, or you're going to want the feel to have a partner.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. So, I find it, like, messed up how, like, some parents are like, no, like, you know, you can't be with this person because you're, I guess, here in the house with us. But that'd be for another topic.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
What can you give advice? Like, what is it that made you keep the relationship alive? Like, what can you say?
Well, since we were having our ups and downs, like I said, and hiding, I think communication was, like, the main key. Like, I know you guys hear it a lot, but it's true. Like, communicate with your partner. Like, tell them what you're feeling. Tell them, like, literally what you're feeling. Don't hide it.
Yeah.
And if you need to cry. It's okay, men, to cry, because some men hide their tears. I mean, it's hard for me to cry because I rarely cry unless I'm really, like, fed up and, like, kind of like I can't take it anymore. Then I'll cry. But if it's something small, I won't cry at all. But it's okay to cry. If anything, it makes you feel much better after. Trust. Communication is what got us through. Like, we would communicate we would, like, talk every single day, FaceTime.
Not FaceTime, because I didn't have that type of phone.
Oh, phone call. My bad. Phone calls. I was literally on the phone with her for, like, hours straight, and
I guess just show each other that the relationship is worth it.
Like, you're down for each other.
That everything that you guys are going through is going to be worth at the end, because to me it's just like, it was worth everything. It was worth getting caught. It was worth
the thrills.
It was just worth it.
But we're not saying that it's over, because even to this day, we do what we can. Oh, what do we do right now? Like, from your opinion, what do you think that we are doing that's keeping the marriage alive now? Because, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, like we spoke, I think we mentioned it in the last episodes or something like that, how, like, it's hard because when we get into an argument, we'd have our own spaces because we were living in two separate houses. But now that we're living in our own, you know, space, it's kind of hard to, you know, just run away.
Right. Oh, okay.
But, I mean, it's just communication, like he said, is the number one. Being understanding, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because your partner's feelings counts too. It's not only yours.
If your point of view is sometimes you have to get into the other person's shoes to see how they're feeling, or like, how are they seeing the situation. So, say for example, if she's mad, I gotta see why she's mad. What did I do? Like, go back and be like, okay, what did I do? What can I do to fix it? Or, you know, stuff like that.
And I guess it's just like, it's so hard because some of us tend to get defensive. Like, we are aware of what we did, but we're so offended that you're upset because we did what we did. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sometimes it happens. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it happens with both of us where one of us knows that we did wrong, but we're so offended that you took it the wrong way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But just communicate your feelings. Don't keep it in the inside, because I guess what struggled our relationship in the beginning was that Christopher tend to hold his feelings in.
Yeah.
Whatever issue he had with me, he wouldn't say it in the spot. He would just eat it up. And so when we'd get into an argument where he no longer could handle it, he would start like spitting like fireballs at me or something like that, because it's everything that he's letting it out, but all at once. And it was affecting our relationship because
the problem would just get bigger.
There was no communication. You're not communicating your feelings. I'm asking you how are you feeling, and then you're not communicating with me.
Yeah.
And his thing was that he didn't want to make the problem bigger, I guess, so he would just hide it inside, keep it to himself, which was a problem. That's what he says.
It was a problem because the problem will literally just get bigger.
Yeah.
Because it was like, okay, we're dealing with an issue, but I'm over here like, but then I have this issue that you did in the past, and then I have this other one and this other one, so we just keep piling up, and that's the reason why communicating is important.
Yeah, definitely communicating your feelings. I mean, one has to be understanding. Like, if you're feeling this way, you can't take it in a defensive way. You have to understand your partner. And like I said in the first episode, the book that really helped me change my way of
viewing things.
Of viewing things was reading the book, The 5 Languages of Love, because my main issue was, like he said, he is so clueless. So girls, like, we know that we want our man to read our minds, you know, like, or sometimes we can say something in a sarcastic way and we want them to know that we mean what we mean, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's kind of hard, and in my case, my husband is so clueless, so I have to be like, well, I really did want you to give me this, you know what I mean? So no, I have to be straight up to him, but also in the book it said, your partner cannot read your mind. I can't read his mind, he can't read my mind, so why am I expecting him to be able to know what I'm thinking about? So, communication. Be patient. Be patient. Because you don't know what your spouse is going through. If it's with work, if it's with personal issues, you know what I mean? So you have to be patient and be understanding for your partner's feelings. And what else?
Apologizing is a thing, people. It's okay to apologize. It's okay to be wrong.
Yes.
That goes for both men and
women.
Female.
Yeah, because females, you know, we have a hard time saying I'm sorry when we know that we're the fault of why the problem happened, but for some reason we expect the man to apologize for our mistakes. So I'm gonna have to say that's one of them. You have to apologize, and it took me a long time.
No, you don't have to. If you feel like you're in the wrong, then go ahead. You know, apologize. You know, like, not man up, but I guess own up to your mistakes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you have to apologize if you did the mistake.
Oh yeah, okay, my bad.
You can't be expecting your guy to be apologizing all the time, because trust me, they get tired. And that is where our first breakup happened. Because he was tired of the arguments. He was tired of how even if I was the one that was wrong, like, he was always apologizing for me when it wasn't even him the one that started the issue. It was always me. And that's when our first breakup happened. But yeah, so that's what worked out for us.
I think that's about it.
I guess that's what makes our relationship last. Communication, be patient, understanding our partner's feelings, always apologize when you are in the wrong. And ladies, I know it's gonna hurt our pride, but our men need us to look for them too sometimes. If you know that you messed up really badly and you guys are in different, you know, parts of your house, and you notice that your guy isn't coming to you, you have to go to them. Trust me, there's times where, like, we can go to sleep, like, we would have like a discussion before going to sleep, and I noticed that he isn't turning around to hug me back or anything like that. I have to pull up my panties and be like, hey, fine, I'll go to you, I guess.
Same goes for the guys, though.
And it fixes, and he knows that I care, that I care about what happened, and I care about him, and I want to fix it. I don't want to go to sleep upset and wake up upset. And so we end up always talking. Never go to sleep upset.
It's the worst.
Yeah, so I mean, that's how we kept our 7 years of relationship going. I mean, like I said, we're not perfect. No relationship is a happy rainbows.
Yeah.
No, we're always gonna have cloudy days.
But it's just a matter of like pulling through together. You
yeah.
know, holding on to each other, and
Definitely.
you know, it's not just about like the main keys, which is like we said, it's not just about communication and like, you know, giving each other space. It's also about having fun with each other.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. Find thrills for you guys. You know, go out. Find something fun to do in the house if you guys are in the house, especially right now because of quarantine.
Are we even quarantined?
I don't even know anymore, but we're still keeping, you know, our safe.
I mean, what helps us? Like
Filming has helped us. We're currently helping this one friend of ours with the project of hers with YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So find things, you know.
Find things that you can do together. Because honestly, it brings you guys.
It's moments where like, okay, we're together, we're close, but we're having fun.
Yeah.
You know.
And I guess I'm gonna have to say that our son brought us more together. He is our pride of joy.
Definitely. So, but just because we have him doesn't mean that our throw is over.
Yeah.
And you know, it's important to remember that, you know, we're young still. We haven't even hit our 25. We're in our prime, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
So we still have a lot to do. We still want to do a lot, but it's just patience.
I guess I was kind of shy to say it, but I'm gonna have to say it. I guess being intimate too is very, very important, you guys. I mean, I know this was our top question.
It is our top question, but okay, look, let's save it for
for
the
another
next topic,
video.
You know?
But
if you guys really want to like let us know what you guys really want to know, as far as it goes for that topic. Like, is there anything specific that you guys would like to know regarding intimacy with your partner? You know, we're not, I guess, sex pros, if you want to say it. We're not that, but what? We're sex pros?
What? I didn't even know that was a thing.
It just came to my mind.
Can you be a pro at sex?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean,
maybe
it's
not.
just
I guess we're not professionals. I don't even know. But we'll give you guys the obvious tips. I'm telling you. But yeah, if you guys want to know about that, you know.
We'll leave it in another video, but that's one of the things that helped our relationship.
Yeah.
Even after becoming parents tends to, first-time parents at least, tends to forget that you guys were once boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife first.
Before.
And that has to continue. Just because you added like a new name to you doesn't mean that you have to forget. But yeah, intimacy, being intimate, being romantic. Maybe not all the time, but by romantic, I mean there's a lot of females that, you know, would enjoy you to get them flowers every day. Me personally, I'm not that kind of person. Just bring me a bag of hot Cheetos and I'll love you forever and ever. But yeah, be cute. Bring them something like
coffee.
Chocolates, coffee. It's just the thought matters.
The thought
At least for me, the thought matters. Like, I don't care if you freaking bought this bracelet off this street vendor in the corner. They're selling little jewelry. It's just the thought that matters. To me. But yeah, little things like that. I guess is what kept our relationship alive.
Yeah.
Even through all of our struggles that we went through, because, you know, obviously it's not easy to be put in this situation where you have to hide.
Yeah.
The relationship.
Yeah. But I think that's it for today. Yeah.
You think we talked about everything? Yeah.
Everything that we're currently doing as far
as a relationship. I mean, like I tell you guys, that's what worked for us. I'm not saying it's gonna work for you, but read the book.
Yeah.
I really recommend
we'll leave the
you
link
guys
down there in the description box.
Read the book. I think Amazon has it because
yeah, I think I have it too.
That book changed my life.
It's a small book. If you guys are wondering, it's a small book. It's not
like a big book.
Yeah,
it's a little like small book like this, and I read it in like 2 days because I read it during our breakup time.
Because it was actually my mom who recommended her that book.
Yeah.
My mom herself gave her that book, and that's what helped us out.
Yeah, because she was very upset to have found out that we were broken up. And I was even confused because I thought it was just another break until like usually in our break for some reason we always text each other like a little bit, not all day like usuals. And then he was just like, we're broken up. Like, what? When was this? I did not hear the words, I am done. I no longer want to be with you. So when that happened, it destroyed me. I was like, oh my God, like you are not going to come back to me. And so that's when...
Oh yeah, we're here now.
That's when I read the book and I came
back to my arms.
I came to him, and because I knew I was the problem. And I fixed my mistake.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recommend that book 100%. Like I said, it's probably not going to work out for you, but it's a little bit of information that you can learn from, because I know us females can be so difficult to read, so difficult to be. We can be very high maintenance. Or we can be very understanding, different kind of females out there in the world.
Different personalities.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, if you're having problems with your relationship, that is what we did to keep our relationship alive for 7 years and 1 year in marriage. Just say that we're 1 year. We're already going to be a year this Sunday.
We're about to make the year. That's what I said. We're about to make a year.
Oh no, we're going to make a year on Monday.
On the 22.
Yeah, 22nd. And that is how we are keeping our 1 year of marriage alive. Because being a parent is very exhausting.
But it's fun.
But it's fun.
But I think that's it.
Yeah.
Really?
It is fun. It is fun. And being married is fun too.
Yeah.
It is. Because it makes me happy to see him come home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yep. So that is how our relationship is going, and that is how we are keeping it alive. I really hope we made sense.
Or we stayed on topic. I try to keep her on topic, as you guys can see, it's her getting off topic. But I really hope you guys were able to understand what we were talking about and how we said it. But other than that, I think that's it for this video.
Yeah, next video we're going to talk about ooh la la.
I'm actually pretty shy about that stuff. So
I
try to keep it together.
Yeah, it's okay. What do amazing. Anyway, so that is it for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of Coffee Talk. Bye guys.